Good evening, everyone, from Asrnz live here on Twitch tonight. It's Thursday night again, and yes, it's GT3 time this week in 2021, and obviously, as usual, my good mate and the main man, the J-Man, is right beside me here, mate. Welcome aboard for
Mate, are you up for this?
Oh, mate, I'm up for this. This is the first round for 2021, and mate, I'm so G'd up. We've been talking about this for the last couple of weeks, and we're not even driving.
Oh, it's like Christmas to a sim racer, I tell you.
It's epic, and it hasn't even started yet.
No.
Look, all of you, everybody that's viewing, listening, whatever, this is 2021 GT3 season for ASRNZ. This is season 1, mate, and look,
awesome.
you are currently looking at a points board. Now this championship's points board.
A pretty blank one.
It's a pretty blank one, and so obviously there's nothing to say about the current points, but there is a lot to say, J-Man, about current pairings and where this season's gonna go. So let's just get cracking with that.
Yeah, hey, look, and I'm just going to shout out thanks to Zero Vision there for those graphics and yourself, Davo.
Oh,
obviously
yes.
a lot of work for us to receive those images, so appreciate that, Aztec. So which brings me to that point. Look, we have got 30 plus registrations this series. You can already see by the looks there that I think we have got 28 on track for tonight. Aztec and Ashley, our first pairing, OB Racing, Old Bastards, JB and Farmer. That's an old pairing from way back. So a little bit of a change in the naming rights there. So what was formerly Breakfast Crew is now Breakfast Crew Hell of a Scene.
Yes.
I'm going to rattle on through these relatively quickly because we've got a bit to cover off. So
we do have a bit.
Nick Micado, Slick in the Villain Racing McLaren, Aaron Enright and Kenny Simpson racing Team Far Q Ferrari. So in the pro class,
Q.
So good to see those guys pairing up. Jake McKellar and Ryan Gilbranson. This is the JR Team Racing Ferraris.
Ones to watch. They got the merch.
Yep. Big signing this season for Steve-O, signing Craig Stoneley. So Stoner's in the 05 Castrol Racing Aston Martin teamed up with the 713.
For Castrol Racing.
Yep. Cookie and Maxwell, so that's Matt Cook and Maxwell in the M&M Motorsport McLarens. Crossy and Pete Apsey in Team Fast and Dubious Mercedes Pro and Pro Am class respectively.
Watch the Pink Panthers. You won't miss them.
No, you won't. B-Dog with his brother-in-law Cam. They are a couple of very good-looking Porsches out there in the Pro Am class. So
yeah, go the Porsches.
Good to see the Porsches out there. Tom Savely and Jackson went back under. They got a special invitation to come back and race with us because we wanted to see them back. They have accepted. They have turned back up. So that's the McLaren in the pro class there. Troy and Josco. So that's Team Honest Attempt. So that's a Southern racing experience from down the line there. BK and Jarkus in Team SKG. Sofa King, good. So pro class racing there.
Yeah, another pairing to be watched, actually. BK,
100%.
Yeah, definitely.
Late signing tonight was Jeffro, the 69 car of Jeffro and Mudgee and Team Gangster. Can't remember the last part of that name, but we'll be watching. We'll get those. We'll get those graphics up for you next week.
Was that Mudgee and Jeffro?
It is Mudgee and
Mate,
Jeffro.
That's another one to watch, J-Man.
It is. Now, covering off all things team-wise, that's all cool. We will obviously going back to those graphics as we see the session.
Just tick over there, yes.
Just tick over, and I've lost all my own graphics, so I'm just scrambling here, Davo, to stuff back up. So we will have those come up next week as these boys embark on the one and only qualifying session for the night.
Yes.
A 12-minute session, Davo. Coming under Asrnz standard rules where should they require a fuel adjustment or another set of tyres, they must drive back to the pits. And what can you tell us about the tyre regulations for tonight, David?
Not bloody much.
Well, I can tell you, there's only 5 sets. And those 5 sets saw those guys through the previous 60 minutes that you guys were privy to on camera. So they've just done a 60-minute practice session. They'll do a 12-minute qualifying session, and then there's a 70-minute mandatory pit stop for fuel race about to happen after this. So these guys have to manage 5 sets of tyres. Should it rain, wets are open. They've got as many sets as like, but as we can see off the graphic, Davo, there is no rain likely. Quite cold, but no rain. Looking in here. Have I got you there, Davo?
Yes, you do. So just a couple of little quick stutters, a little bit of new software going on here, and just a bit of new stuff. But yeah, we're straight into it. Yeah, that's right, J-Man.
Can I just bring up something that I've just seen on the graphic for the first time, and just touch on it? And comes with massive excitement and pride that Davo yourself have. This is the 100th live stream broadcast for yourself and Asrnz, but it's a massive milestone for you.
Yeah, there is a little graphic there that looks like it's celebrating that 100th stream, the 100th official Asrnz commentary stream for myself, and obviously more than that for, well, pretty much that for Asrnz, but yeah, look, it's been awesome. What a trip, mate, and it wouldn't have happened without you, J-Man. You were the one that sort of pushed the buttons really early on, way back, yeah. I think.
Hey, look,
very
like
early.
Everything, it's a collective, mate. But no, look, we just, I think on behalf of Asrnz, myself, everybody, we just want to thank you for all the tireless effort that you put in, and it's, you don't get paid. We'd like to pay you in beer and peanuts, but you've clearly made it clear you won't eat the peanuts after farmers touch them.
No.
So we'll just have to stick with the beers. But man, we appreciate you immensely. And, there's a lot of people that have been in behind the scenes. We just mentioned Aztec with Zero Vision. There's a lot of people that make this stuff happen.
That's right. That's right.
And you've been there for every one of them.
I have, and 100 strong plus for Asrnz, and let's hope they keep coming, and long after I'm gone. So yeah, well done, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks, J-Man, and thanks Asrnz. Awesome stuff, and look, here we are qualifying. 12 minutes qualifying. Look, season 1 GT3s here at Asrnz for 2021, brought to you by SJS, supported as always by Zero Vision and Aztec for his 24/7 technical support.
100%.
He'll be out on track again tonight, so let's just watch this quality session unfold.
Can you just flick across to number 7 at the moment, Jake McKellar? I just want to touch on this guy here. This guy is, along with Craig Stoneley and Steve Crosland this week in the practice, because obviously we had a number of boys.
He's out in the bloody airbags, mate.
I don't think that car's well either, mate. He did have an off down there, and he's looking for some re-entry room. But this guy,
that is a tough little kink he's come off on. It is flat chat, and there's no room to go anywhere. You are a passenger if you get it wrong. But
so this
he's
guy
performed
very much
well.
like the number 1 contender for the top spot in qualifying tonight, with Steve Crosland and the likes of Craig Stoneley as well. I mean, there's obviously, there's 28 guys out here, and they'd all love to be in that position. There is. They can't all have that spot, and I'm just going off of what I've seen during the week, that this guy's very, very quick.
He's well in a contender. As we see the boys starting to roll over for some times, Kenny Simpson Stoney. Craig Stoney. We'll just have a quick look at Craig in the
The
Castrol
Aston.
Aston. We expect, just given, look, we really have watched a lot of practice throughout the week, J-Man. We expect Craig to be up there, obviously. Kenny Simpson been doing some good laps.
Back in that beautifully presented orange and black Bentley, Davo. That was a late change.
That was a late change. We have been watching Jeff closely, as we normally do. John McDonald, and just quickly, we'll change to the breakfast crew. Hell of a scene, boys here. They did a quick car change as well. So John
Between
McDonald,
the shakedown, yeah.
So,
what were they in the shakedown? They were in the Mercedes?
they were the Mercs, yep.
Yeah, hell of a scene.
Aztec and Ashley Vediger in the...
Good signing.
Good sign. But little whisper, I don't know whether Aztec was quite happy with the McLaren first up. We'll be interested to see how he goes tonight as he finds his feet.
Yeah. We wish those guys all the best.
Absolutely,
the OB
absolutely.
Racing team.
Now, Damien Jones, do you want to touch on Damien with BK as well, quickly?
Yeah, so Jarks and BK have teamed up, and they ended up with Sofa King Good Racing. So those guys there, I'm a bit of a fan of Jarks' paint job myself. I'm not normally one for the busy schemes, but there's something about that one.
Something about it. And obviously we see Crossland pick the top spot.
Yeah, look,
now,
by 7/10 as well.
336. J-Man, like I said, we've been watching a lot of practice.
That's as good as I've seen.
That is as quick as I've seen as well. And look, Stoneley, bloody hell, he's well off it. He's 8/10, mate.
Yeah. So we know that Crossy ran away with the shakedown round at Snetterton.
Yeah. Who should we be watching here, J-Man? Just to put pressure on Stoneley and Crossland next.
Oh, look, I think probably go back to the car that was off track before, and it's the assistant, Jake McKellar.
Okay. Let's have a look at Mr. McKellar.
I don't know where he is right now.
McKellar's currently running in 9th as this time ticks away.
Okay, the numbers not looking great. No, the numbers not looking challenging at the moment.
Yes, McKellar.
Track space is at a premium right now. Real estate is a hot market out there at the moment, Davo.
Mate, 27 guys in tonight, J-Man. So
okay, 28. Oh, is it? Oh, it is 27. You're correct.
27 guys. The space is a premium. So,
wow. He just comes up behind a previous GT3 champion, John McDonald, wagging the tail out of the final corner, and that will probably upset Jake a little bit. Not too much so, because he does go to P2, so he goes provisional front row alongside. Oh no, he does not. I tell you why, I was looking at the wrong guy. He
goes back to 10. He dropped to 12 throughout the lap, and just pops back to 10th.
Cameron May, I spoke about Cameron May being very quick in the Porsche. He's just moved up to P6.
And I just noticed that Aztec had just moved up into the second top three there. So nice work from Aztec.
And he's called it. He certainly, I mean, anyone that escapes back to pits, that's day done.
Well, no, it's all he's got.
Yeah.
So
quite possibly.
So we'll watch May here. And look again. You just mentioned it earlier. Look, track space is at a premium here.
He's come up behind Jackson. When Jackson, if he's on a hot lap, doesn't happen.
Now Jackson and newcomer to ASO and Z in the current.
He has
in the current form. So he's just probably a little bit in the way.
Yep, he's entitled to be there at this point.
Absolutely.
I mean, Simpson gets out the way.
That was Kenny Simpson, was it? Yeah, I thought that was Kenny.
Yep. Yep, Simpson's that gets out the way. Jackson's pressing on with his lap. What is he looking like? Jackson.
So Jackson actually picked up his
He is
pace there.
a
Oh,
second
is
and a
he?
half.
Oh, he goes off.
Cooked it. He will get one more run if he presses on.
So,
And Cameron May is nearly a second up. Nearly 1 second up.
nearly 1 second up, which would put him
on the front row.
Put him around Steve Crossland's time.
Oh, 33-7.
Oh, J-Man. This is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
These boys have stepped. Jeff Burst in third position, J-Man too.
Yeah.
With a 24.3. I know it's a little bit off these boys, but given that he only stepped into this car last night.
Yep.
Top effort. Stoney's been pushed back and forth, and Stoners is still on the move.
He is on the move. Probably the place to be looking
we were
right
praising
now.
Aztec's third position before. He's back down to 7th already.
Can we give these? Yeah, can we give these British cameramen a cup of tea and get them to get on the Stoner car?
The Stoner car. Stoner car.
As he crosses the line and goes provisionally in third place.
Pushes Burst back down.
Good work. Who have we got? We have got Bear Grylls 7 tenths up, but he is currently best time of a 37.0, so need to up your game there, Bear. You've been here long enough. You should be in at least the 35s, brother.
Yeah, always. And given the amount of years. But as we see, there's some
rough, really. He's been away on a bender weekend. He's probably still recovering.
Yeah, well, no excuse. Seasoned drivers here, mate, and they are struggling to get up the pointy end with some of these. Tom Satherley.
Yeah, so Tom.
Talk to me about Tom Satherley. I don't know Tom Satherley.
Okay, so Tom's been here before. He's Jackson's teammate. I did extend the hand earlier in the week for those guys to come back and join us, as I did to about I want to say 15 other guys, and we've had a reasonable response to that too. So I appreciate you guys showing back up. And
awesome. Well, good luck,
Tom's a quality steerer.
Good luck and nice collie for the first round of the season. Look at that, J-Man.
Congratulations to Steve Crossland.
Steve Crossland, straight up. Straight up from Steve Crossland.
Not by much, but it was enough in the end. It was enough in the end. Big surprise there for me. So the two surprises there for me is Jake McKellar to be not on the front row or the second row.
Yep.
And probably the second one.
No, he wasn't not far. He's not far off it. He's on the third row. So.
Yeah. And probably the third one for me would be, and I test some of this down to the fact that the boys have been away on a trip, as you probably want to take this moment to escape and redrive and back in again for the controls there.
Thank you.
Yes, about 7 of these blokes, John McDonald included, been down to Queenstown for a weekend away, which we covered off in our podcast with MatchFit, but probably lacking a few laps, but I expected him to be inside the 10 and he's just out. Not sure, we just got a black screen there. Oh no, it's come right. Alright, so what's the call, Davo? Where's the camera going to go with 20 seconds to go before the lights go out, and we're going to do a full formation lap?
So we're going to do a full formation lap anyways. So, we'll be probably chasing, the third or fourth row of the grid. We'll leave J-Man up the pointy end to just keep us informed. But
I just want to mention too that those of you that didn't make the broadcast last week, Crossy is an awesome starter when it comes to these rolling starts. He's very awake, got a high IQ when it comes to these GT3s, and caught Stoners napping last week at Snetterton.
He did.
And I'm wondering if May will be awake to that. This time around, so that'll be an interesting.
Be interesting to see, but we see what a beautiful field of cars here. J-Man look at that. 28 cars on track
That is
tonight
amazing.
for round one at here at Oulton. And what an epic track. I
It's a
love
hell of a
this.
field.
I love this place. Great track. A couple of little sneaky chicanes snuck in on the back section there.
Yeah, you're
Just to
saying earlier in the
slow
week,
the boys
Dave,
down.
yourself, you're a bit more of a fan of the non-chicane version.
Of the straight through version, yeah, I am, but still, all the rest of it hasn't changed, and some of this stuff is epic, particularly down into this area here, as they come through this very fast left-hand kink and down into this hairpin. Nicely banked hairpin, mind you.
Yep.
But
well, Crossy just removes one of the markers already in through the first chicane. So
yeah, well, he's just got to warm these not only his tyres but the landscape up a little bit because you know that Merc is so hot. You know, it's they've just got to if it just slips past, it'll just melt stuff. So he's got to warm stuff up.
Yeah, 100%. Hey, a big shout out to the newlywed couple of Matt and Briar Cook too. So I know that Maddie's watching live from home.
Maddie's not watching. Maddie's not watching.
No, he's just
fresh married. You know where he is.
He's just messaging me, mate. He's asked for a shout out, so we've given it to you there, Matt, and I hope you enjoy the stream, pal.
And if he's not there, he should be there. So just good on you, Matty. Hope to see you next week. Look at this field, J-Man.
Yeah.
As they all start to size up this formation as we see him roll down here through the back section of the track.
Shit, I'm not even in the car, Dave, and I'm nervous about it.
Final corner here, looking very neat and very tidy. Cameron May,
huge,
right
field.
beside Crossy there. We've got Burst.
Yeah, Cam could probably further afford to just get up a little bit.
Stonely. Here we go, people. GT3s, round one, race one. Let's go racing.
Cam getting a good start. Porsche laying down that power really, really nicely. Stonely up the inside already, Davo.
Stonely nicely up the inside.
Thinks better of it.
It's a 70-minute race. Oh, the Porsche takes advantage of the Porsche straight away. There's contact.
There is contact.
There's contact. More contact.
Stoners is gone. Stoners is gone.
Unfortunate contact there between the Porsche and then
he gets back on.
I think he had a bit of a nick on Jeffro's Bentley there, and it just punched him back into the Aston.
Yep.
Stoney's off track.
Crossy got a huge jump. It relegates that little bit of contact and so forth. It relegates Jeff Burst in the Bentley up into second position already on the opening lap. Crossy very much looking like he's going to do what he did at Snetterton and just really just try and break these boys in the first two laps. Wow. What do we got going on mid-pack there? It looks very much like
Isn't
Don
that green
McDonald.
Merc?
That will be Nick Davidson.
Okay.
Nick Davidson trailed by Luke Crompton on the opening lap, followed by Mudgee, followed by Jux, followed by John, Pete Apsey. It is all going on here right now. It's just an absolute great train of GT3 cars.
It is. Hey man, as we'd expect.
As Crompo gets a beautiful run up the final corner, but probably has to check up in the middle of it actually. Just watching that there. Yeah, he definitely had a better mid-corner pace going on. As we just look up at the front, is Jeffro. Can Jeffro go with Crossy? Crossy's first flyer. A 4:45 plays Jeffro's 4:42.
Oh yeah, nice.
Wow.
Nice work. Yeah. Yep. So, on fire straight away. Just see the boys run down the hell kink.
Oh man.
Oh, and we've got John Boy off by the looks of it.
Okay,
JB.
can we get a replay on that? I missed that. He's in the tyre bundle. He is in the tyre bundle. Can we get a 30-second on that, Davo?
Let's go for a 30-second on John Boy, missing it down into the kink as we see the field all roll down here. J-Man.
It's a hell of a scene.
Looks pretty normal, but it gets a little bit of a wriggle and overcorrects, and there he is backwards, no contact. Oh, so far, Gunther heavily.
He's just got it wrong.
Ah, look, I have been there, J-Man. I know exactly how John's feeling right now. Easily done.
Yeah.
Easily done, and the pace of the rest of the field coming down to there is just relentless.
Yeah, 100%. So I'm just looking at these first flying laps across with a 35.4 places Jeffro's 35.1. So all the pace at the minute going for Jeff Burst and Cameron May. Crossy's obviously got the advantage of having track position at the moment, but he's going to have to up his game if he doesn't want these boys catching him, because he's got some classy guys in Jeff Burst, Cam May, Tom Savely and Aztec really trying to chase him down. Those are the guys in that bracket, but certainly those second and third running quicker than first at the moment. So we'll just keep our eye on those margins. And what do you got for us down the field?
And it looks like there's plenty going on as we just get back onto Burst's car, and I noticed Burst is off at the hairpin with is that
giving up a position to May.
That's Oulton and Maxwell, and
it's all going on.
I think Burst's car is damaged.
Because he had to straight line the chicane. There's a lot of feeling out there.
That's untidy, and we also see.
And there's a heap of feeling. These guys, they won't win the championship in round one, but they'll certainly dent their chances if they get a DNF at this point of the time.
Oh, very quickly, and as we just see Stoneley run, try to just chisel his way back through the field.
Yeah, well, this guy went right back. So currently top 15 at the moment, working his way on Jackson Webb.
Very busy race so far, J-Man. Very difficult to watch what's going on here as we just see who is that into pits. Damien Jones in.
Okay, and the pits are currently not open yet.
So these guys have got damage. We also have a blue Ferrari, I suspect, out in the sand. It is a blue Ferrari. Still Steve Oulton. So Oulton drops well down the path.
Oh dear, she's a hell of a scene.
It's a hell of a scene for Oulton as not only Bear Grylls, not only Steve Melling, but Bear Grylls slips past.
So there's certainly these guys, since they've been in these cars, they've raced a GT4, they've raced a British touring car who was that as well? Was that John McDonald touring the grass again? I believe it was. John McDonald having a hell of a scene tonight. That car is all sorts of filthy right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, just mentioning these guys have obviously not driven this discipline, but would be almost, I mean, you'd go as far as saying, is it nearly a year? Is it 9 months? I'm not sure. It's a fair while. And some really uncharacteristic driving and mistakes. I've seen some high class drivers.
Yeah, and also just some interesting lead up practice windows for some of the boys too. Obviously with like a fair chunk of the guys being away last week with personal commitments, and so it's these first couple of rounds will test anybody that hasn't tested really.
Yep. So welcome back, Tom Savely, I might add too, because as you're watching, I saw you watching out the back of the Cameron May Porsche and Tom Satherley, we didn't see him do any, if very little practice during the week. He only got a late invitation, I think, on Friday or Saturday actually, so Friday night possibly. Accepted the invitation, turned up and finds himself running P3 in a 28 car field right now. So yeah, I mean, there's guys in this field that haven't met Tom before and don't know what his pedigree is, but this guy is an accomplished sim racer and will press Cameron May really, really hard, and if he gets through, he will set his eyes forward to Steve Crossan. Crossy's well aware who Tom Satherley is, so looking forward to how this might shape out, though.
It's uncanny how these freakily fast guys know who each other are. We just might look. Let's just scroll back through the field, J-Man. You call that? We'll start at the Pink Panther.
I want you to just pick up on the P7 at the moment, which is Luke Crompton looking at Nick Davidson just before we do a bit of a scout through the field, because there's a whole heap of pressure. There's the gas axe going on the back of that Merc right now from that McLaren. Tucked right underneath that wing of that beautifully presented green
you can't miss that thing. The bottom feeder, as they
yeah, bit of a catfish.
And the catfish, as they've been nicknamed.
So anyway, but back to as you were. So yeah, obviously we had Steve Crossman, Cameron May, Tom Satherley. We just touched on those guys. Aztec holding down P4 right at the minute. Jake McKellar is currently sitting in P5. This is a guy expected to qualify right up the point end, so he's currently holding good position, and I've seen this guy log a lot of race laps during this week, so best you bet that this guy's going to move his way forward throughout this night. Nick Davidson, another solid contender. Didn't see him in the BDCC series because he was out here practicing the GT3, so that is paying divvies. Luke Crompton, as we mentioned, hard out underneath the back wing of that Mercedes at the moment in his McLaren, so Villain Racing doing a great job coming out of a successful BDC campaign. Mudgee, 21 Mudgee in the Bentley, nice gold back in on that car, currently sitting P8. Pete Apsey, I see the call for pits are now officially open, so we may see some early movers, maybe not. We'll talk about that a little bit more. So Pete Apsey currently P9, Ashley Verga, who's a good mate of Pete's, and the current stablemate for Aztec. So Ashley in the top 10, so great work Ashley, thanks for the briefing tonight as well, great job. Craig Stoneley, kind of recovering at the moment, would probably want to be further up, but sort of had all sorts of dramas early in this race, currently P11. Mark Josco, great to see Joszy there in P12. This is Troy Wilson's teammate. Nick Mickendoe, P13. Jeff Burse, after that incident earlier we saw, has dropped back to P14. He will move forward. Steve Melling, wish Steve-O all the best in the Castrol Aston, having some PC issues tonight. Hopefully get that rectified, because this guy is the consistent contender. Bear Grylls, good to see Bear Grylls engaged in a battle with Aaron Enright and Ryan Branson. So not sure why he was showing in front of them when he's clearly behind them. Ryan Branson, P17, Aaron Enright, 18. Hang on a sec, Davo.
Yeah.
Very much looks like my game was trying to sort itself out there. So obviously been some positional changes there. So Bear Grylls is an 18.
Yep.
Steve Wilton, looking to line up and move as we speak, so we might just hold the camera there for a second.
Yeah,
as they just exit the final turn. Once we get through this list, this might be a place to go, but I'll just see what he makes out of turn one before we move on, because Farmer is
on the move.
He is on the move. Oh, a bit of a wiggle there.
And he's actually looking a little bit more on point than his teammate JB at the moment.
And we'll see a move here. Was there a bit of contact there?
A little bit, but let's move on.
Moving on. So backed up after that, we have got Dre Rodriguez in the Ferrari.
We do. In the
Uh,
Ferrari.
Kenny Simpson. This is Aaron Enright's teammate in the 68 Ferrari. Maxwell Hawkins is looking to round up Ken as we speak around the outside, and he does, coming into the left-hander there. So Max doing a great job there. John McDonald on the recover, looking like he's trying to get that position as well. And they have got Brendan Rolfe in the sister car to the Cameron May Porsche. Oh, she's all going on here. John McDonald straight lines the chicane.
That was McDonald going off there, yeah.
Excuse me. And Damien Jones in the 227 Ferrari. Also, we have got Jackson Wett currently sitting in the pits. I believe we have some retirements as well. I think Gunther Rowe is gone and Troy Wilson's gone. So that's a real shame to have lost those guys early in the piece. So obviously that damage to terminal, maybe a little bit of red mist. So yeah, it'll be interesting to hear from those guys during the week just to see what went wrong there, or even in the chat box if you are now watching the stream, just to keep us up to date with what's happening, because obviously you're not here anymore. So condolences to you guys, but moving back up the front just to see how our current race leader is travelling, Davo.
Yeah, thanks, J-Man. And wait, as he's pretty well picked up where he left off with the shakedown, mate. Jeez, Scottie's on fire, man. There's no two ways about it. Guys put the hours in. He's got this thing hooked up. And I know the move's quick, seconds. But he's really got this thing hooked up. So there's no mucking around. He's comfy in the car. You can see he can move the car around anywhere on the track that he wants.
Pinpoint accurate at the moment, isn't he?
Unbelievable. It's just so even.
Could we get an onboard and see his wheel work?
Well, he's not getting any pressure. You know, at the end of the day, I think even given some pressure, I think he's all over it. The car looks comfortable, absolutely 100% comfortable on track, and
can we get a cockpit on that one, David?
Yeah, I think we're on that.
Too much stuff going on the screen on the right hand side there. We'll have to talk to those boys and thought about getting that stuff out.
Yeah, there's a little bit there, so.
Oh, there you go. How busy is he, Davo? Is he cranking on the wheel? Or is he just...
Well, not at all, and this is the thing, I think he's so got that car dialed in. Even given, if anyone could get near him, I don't think he's going to really struggle with it. He's so.
Did you see that bloody boarding on the road there, the Avatar?
No, I didn't.
There's a bloody sign on the road there. Yeah, no, he does. He looks totally comfortable as you can see a march across that lap there for a 34.7. So currently the only guy lapping in the 34. So just an absolute postcode away. Even Tom Satherley, so that last lap round for Tom, he lapped in a 35.9, so over a second slower than Crossy that lap. So Crossy's just making hay, mate. And so you got your eyes on the Aztec Cam May battle, was it?
Yeah, so I'm just getting out of the front of I think it's Aztec's McLaren, the old bastards team,
and that's all tightened up. That Tom Saville and Cameron May Aztec battle is tightened up. That's, I guess, where the battle is.
Yeah,
right now.
And I think Aztec's, as usual, got the right mindset for it. He's going to leave these boys to it and just pick up the crumbs. And I mean, I'm sure he's happy to take the fourth, being the first round and all. But all he's got to do is just sit back here. Like even there, he could have pushed harder up against behind May.
But I think he could have. Yep.
But he didn't. He just eased off, kept the room. The aero washes you know, significant.
Yeah, it's funny because I did hear actually Cameron May himself saying during the week how terrible the Porsche was in traffic.
Yeah, and the way it deals with that wash, and
as he peels off
as
for
we
an
just
early
see
pit stop.
May go in, so pick up on May.
So that is interesting that he's got an early. Aaron Enright's in the pits also. Jack
So we've got a few in there
as well. So this is really early, given the fact that, you know, we spoke in the shakedown, Dave. Obviously, this race kicked off an hour earlier, but it is going to finish quite late in the evening. Temperatures are going to drop.
Yeah.
As we see Crossy just stretching that out from Tom now to 10, just over 10 seconds. So Crossy is on the move. It's all his to lose from here on. Even in this early piece, he has just got so much comfort and pace out there. But yeah, you know, we talked about the possibility of an overpressured tyre at the back end might be quite a good idea if the temperature drops off a lot. So, you know, current sunny 16 degrees and a track of 22, I'd expect at 2 o'clock that we see that track increase in the next hour.
Yeah.
Now, fall off.
We saw him practice on a very similar track yesterday, J-Man, and saw some awesome time. But then we saw Crossy come in tonight.
Yeah.
You know, like straight up in qualifying and blitz anything we'd seen throughout the week. So, yeah.
Yep.
So it's interesting. I know it's race pace. It's all happening. Mudgy coming, plenty of temp from Ashley Vettiger.
Okay.
Vettiger in the McLaren. I think he can sniff the insecurity of the Bentley. The Bentley, now the Mudgy Jeffro team, the Gangster Boys, not long in these cars practice-wise, and I know Ashley and both Ashley and Aztec have had some time in their McLaren, so yeah, I don't know whether Ash just thinks he might have the measure on him, but look at the Bentley there, stretch its legs.
Yeah, so Aztec's starting to apply a little bit more pressure to Tom Satherley up the front as well, so maybe Tom driving a little bit more defensive at the minute too, Davo, and is allowing, I've just noticed that it's allowed Jake McKellar to sneak back up on it, and a guy we haven't mentioned a lot tonight, other than the fact that we did see him tucked under Nick Davidson's wing for a bit, is Luke Compton, probably making the most of a little bit of fresh air as well at the moment.
Yeah, so, nice work. Also in a McLaren for this series, J-Man.
Yep. So plenty of support for Bruce out there this series, so it's good to see. McLaren took a bit of a back seat for a while. I guess it was, you know, if we're talking BOP with Kunos, you know, they do their level best to keep these cars in a level playing field, and I think at times that this car wasn't there, or certain cars weren't, but they've certainly factored it back in this season.
Yeah, well, look, from just early indications for tonight, it's looking fantastic. We're a little over 20 minutes.
Did we lose Aztec to the pits? We did.
Okay, so
we did lose Aztec to the pits. So I guess for me, I'll be wanting to see where Aztec shakes out with the Cameron May car, because Cameron May, for my calculations, is the first of the pit stop guys. 11.5 seconds is the margin now as Tom Satherley to Steve Crossland. So just watching Aztec about to rejoin the track and picking up on Cameron May coming across the start-finish line. This will be close.
Aztec's got him.
He's got him. He's actually comfortably got him.
Yeah, he's comfortably got him. I can't even see May over the rear wing of Aztec, so nice work from Aztec on that pit stop.
Brilliant. Yeah, brilliant.
Look, we've watched this very closely in the shakedown with J-Man.
Yeah, I'm saying that this is too soon though on the stop, but what I am saying is that those guys Aztec didn't take a tyre, I don't think. I feel like he hasn't taken a tyre.
Yeah. Now, who's this? Pete Aspie.
Where is Pete Apsey?
Pete Apsey.
Where?
Pete Apsey.
Oh, E5. Holding off the Stoner.
Trying to fend off the Stoner, and Stoney is a contender. He is. This is not going to go away.
So this is the sister car to Crossy?
This is the sister car to Crossy. So we've got the Pink Panther against the Castrol boys. And look at Stoney range. Just doesn't he get good exit speed off the corner?
Yep. Yeah, he does. He does.
He just keeps it nice and neat and gets on, picks the throttle up nice and early.
Does he have a look down at the hairpin?
Look at it, range there. Nice, no aero wash
Tucks
whatsoever.
it down his shoulder nose, backs out of it.
But there's nowhere to go. They've got this little dicky chicane here.
Oh, it was a big look, mate. It was a brilliant camera angle there, boys. That was incredible. Okay, so that has allowed Rnd-I is right on the back of this one as well. What is going on there? Is he out of position?
He is. Who's that? Who is that?
Who are you talking about, mate?
The Ferrari.
Rnd-I?
Oh, is it?
Oh.
In the red Ferrari.
Yeah, Rnd-I, Nick Davidson. So Rnd-I, he's a lap down.
He's on the back of Nick Davidson.
Blue flag. Yep. Ashley and Mudgee, Jesus, that battle's still going on too.
So we see Enright let I think it's Jeffro, not Jeffro, should I say Mudgee slip past, and also is that the Ashley Rediger McLaren as well,
climbing all over the back of
and Rediger is climbing all over the back of Mudgee's Bentley. Now we were just on these guys a little earlier. We can see the pressure, and the Ashley's done plenty of laps in this car already, and Mudgee.
These boys are catching Nick Davison as well.
I suspect has done very little. Nick Davison, I think it's a Mercedes, is he?
In the green Merc, yeah.
In the green Merc, so.
So this pack here, this pack. So that's Mudgee, Ashley, Jozzy. They are catching Nick Davidson for 7.
Yeah.
Stoney is still absolutely abusing Pete Apsey.
Yeah, well, the Apsey Stoner battle rages on, and that's the one that's, look, that little group of cars is chasing, isn't it, J-Man? And He's got it, Stoney's got it. He's got into the right hand and next.
Just got out the marble. You can see there on the graphic that he actually got out to the marbles. Car got loose. Stoner got the job done. And who do we see that? Is that Steve Melling in the other Castrol car? Was he just exiting pits? Trying to see who that was then.
Steve Melling just coming across the start finish line now.
Okay, no, it wasn't. So who was that? I was just trying to see who came out of pit lane then.
So yeah,
well, someone's having a hell of a season in the bloody pits. It was Stoney. John McDonald chasing down. So he's chasing down. So he's trying to get past Ken Simpson, but there's a bit of a positional inconsistency there because John McDonald has pitted, and I believe Kenny Simpson hasn't. No, he hasn't. So a little bit awkward to try and work out at the moment. But one thing we know is for sure, is Ryan Branson must be a retirement because he's now on the stream. So hard luck, Ryan. That is not cool.
Yeah, tough luck, Ryan. Better luck next week, mates, and hope you enjoy the rest of the coverage from the company your PC, mate.
Yeah, hopefully you've got your merch on. So we can see that...
We'll just look out of the back of Kenny Simpson's car, as you earlier mentioned there, J-Man. Just copping a little bit of temperature from looks like John McDonald's car, way out of position. So
yeah, well, John stopped.
Might just jump back, Jeff Burke, see where he's at.
He's all the way down at the moment in 19th.
19th, and
he himself has made a stop as well.
He has made his stop.
He has.
Yeah. Ryan Gilbranson, not too far.
No, Ryan's done for the night, mate.
Oh no, Ryan actually is off
so
grid.
That car you can see is the stablemate car to Ryan. That's Jake McKellar.
As we just pick up on Bear Grylls, actually bringing the Catfish back on track.
Yeah, so he's had a moment.
He has.
Oh, and who was that behind him that just had a moment as well?
Who was that?
Who was that? Was that... It wasn't Jake, was it?
So we've got Steve Wilton, should I say, in pits.
Yep.
Safe for his official pit stop.
He's just on his way out.
Picks up just in behind Stonley there, but well down on position there from Steve Wilton.
Yeah, and Bear Grylls getting a drive-through too, as we just see.
Not surprising. And now just look at Bear's car. It definitely looks like a smashed crab. The wings all a little skew if the bonnet's not looking good, so we'll just pick up back on.
as he comes through for his drive-through. So Bear not having a great night at all.
Not at all. So I suppose we should get back up the pointy end here and have a look at team Tom Satherley. J-Man, mate, he is...
McKellar in the grass. What was McKellar doing in the grass?
Really grabbed this second position. He's got the car moving around nicely and chasing Crossy as best as possible, but...
10.4 seconds behind.
Yeah, but still cutting some serious laps there, mate.
Yeah, well, look, hey, he was 6/10 of a lap faster than Crossy the last lap around, with a 34.956. Crossy lapping in the 35.5 margin, so I'll keep my eye on that, because actually Satherley's going around 2/10 faster this lap, or it had been 2/10
already,
faster up to
there.
Yeah. And so he's on the move. We'll see what he can make of that. What state of play are the tyres? And one thing we haven't really talked about a lot tonight, other than when we first kicked off, is
the rubber.
Yeah,
that's right.
What do guys use in the practice session? What do they use in the quali? And I think tonight we've seen guys go for the no tyre change, just the refuel, the mandatory refuel.
We've had a pretty friendly temperature though, haven't we? Track and ambient temperature for the evening, haven't we?
Well, look, it's 2:45. We've still got 38 minutes to go, and it's still 16 degrees and 22 track. So we've lost a little bit of track, but at the end of the day, it's still very much an optimum track at the moment for these guys to be racing on. So maybe the no tyre change was the go, and the early stop was the call.
And I mean, this is the thing. This is what we're going to see all series. I see that.
That was really, really close. That'll cost him in the lap time as he runs through.
Just
and
picks up that back mark.
35.3 versus Crossy's 34.9. So,
and I'll just look back on McKellar there, because McKellar's actually not that far behind Satherley. either. So now you called McKellar really early tonight and said, "Watch this space." And
Yeah, he'll move forward. He's a
look,
podium
the
car for sure.
numbers. Oh, I don't know. From my perspective, didn't look like they added up.
Yep.
Oh, as we see McKellar go off badly.
Oh, it's
Oh,
a hell of a scene.
terrible! It's a hell of a.
Oh, that will be his
I don't
chances of podium
know
gone.
I don't know who went off just before him.
I'm going to just go back and have a look at that
We're going
myself.
to try and get a 30-second on. Let's get a minute on that.
So was it Burse or someone? Like, what happened there?
So look, this is McKellar coming around. We're just. Who was that? It was Dre. It was Dre and the other red Ferrari. I don't know whether. Now this is a thing with online racing, and I suppose racing in general. These boys do quite often follow each other off.
Yep.
But we had just praised McKellar.
We had.
We knew there was something in there. He comes down to this epic kink of a corner, and just the slightest mistake or hesitation, and then he's off. And he follows Dre in.
That's a shocker. That's a shocker. So, but you know what that does? That relegates Craig Stoneley up into third position.
Yes.
Hey, so the next number I really want to look at is Crossy's in the pits. Crossy in the pits.
Stoneley from like look. He went back. He went forward. He went back. So it's Crossy in the pits as we speak. Oh, we've got Davison in. Who else is that in? Crossy just leaving now.
I'm going to say Crossy took a tyre.
Well, look, mate, he's got the time, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Well, look at the back of Crossy's car now. Who's his next?
Well, Aztec's the first of the stoppers. And he's just coming out of the final corner now.
Yeah.
Very sideways with Cameron May still hounding him. That's a great battle going on with those boys. So those are the...
Like really?
Those are second and third of the stoppers effectively because Crossy is now clear.
He has no threat. He can afford to take the tyre.
And another thing to mention, Crossy has come out with a fair bit of fresh air in front of him. So
we'll head back to now. Stoneley hasn't been in yet, has he?
No, he hasn't.
He will see that Crossy's gone in.
Yep.
And it'll be interesting to see.
Oh, Hawking's having a big slide out of there.
So if we just watch Stoneley come down this final corner. Does he stop? He does. We knew. Seen Crossy stopping.
Still 34 and a half minutes to go, Davo. Still 24 minutes of the pit window.
Yes, so we see Crossy come around the final corner, easily drive past Stoneley, but was well in front right from the get-go. That's not what we're watching. We're watching what's happening behind Stoneley at the moment.
So McKellar's car is not well at all.
McKellar's he went into the wall hard, J-Man. It's seriously hard.
So that was a pretty good net gain at the moment. As far as the stoppers is concerned, it will be... what was the difference between Aztec and Stoneley? Did Aztec get him? They did. Cameron May and Aztec both got stoners in the pit stop then. And I can tell you that the margin from first to second when this all shakes out is around about 13.6 seconds as we speak. Close battles out on track at the moment is definitely, by the look of things, no, that tells lies, is definitely Nick Davidson and Mudgee really going at it. So that's the green Mercedes, Nick Davidson and Mark Mudgee in 21 meters going at it. Steve. Okay, so Steve Wilton, he's got no one around him at the moment. Steve Melling and Max Hawkins. John McDonald and Nick McIntyre back in the 80s to 90s respectively. Somewhere I didn't expect to see these guys.
No, definitely not.
Mark Josco leading the race.
So,
big shout out to Jozzy.
Good shout out to Jozzy there. No doubt he'll have to pit soon enough. But yeah, some good battles going on here, J-Man. As you've just mentioned.
Oh, that sucks, Bear Grylls. Unlucky, mate. Get yourself better. So Bear Grylls has succumbed to an injury. Yeah, probably needs to go and talk to Van Giz and just see what it's fucking like to face with the broken collarbone and rib. Up your game, Bear. Jesus, that sucks, mate. I wanted to see you out on track.
Yeah, no, tough stuff. As we just see May round up Aztec in the Porsche.
Bloody
nice work from Cameron. As we'd expect, just still moving through the field, just quietly.
Yes.
So yeah, nice work, Cam. One of that, still Tom. Tom's doing really well now. Has Tom pitted? I just don't.
He has, mate. He has.
So he's in position, Crossland position. Josco's out of position.
There's been a positional change with Aztec and May, and now Compton is all over the back of Aztec.
So the only one that looks like he's out of position as well, a little bit down the field. I doubt Compton's pitted. So
Crompo's pitted, mate. He is hounding Aztec for position.
Okay, so he's done well.
Positions 2,
he's done well.
3, 4, 5, 6
to move himself up into position.
Have all pitted.
7, Stoney's pitted. Ashley Reddick's pitted as well.
Yep. Ashley's pitted. Nick Davidson's pitted. Mudgee has pitted.
Yeah, I think pretty much the whole field's pitted except for Mark Josco.
And Dre Rodriguez hasn't pitted. Otherwise, everybody else has.
I might just quickly drop back to Ash Rediger actually and see how he's going in that McLaren. Nicely presented car.
Beautiful.
It's super smooth through here. Very little error, as we'd expect from Ash. Just smooth as silk.
No beer. Josco hasn't pitted. You don't get the graphic on your screen, but I do. Josco has not pitted.
Yeah, we knew that anyway, but that's awesome. So,
it was just one of our viewers asking, David.
In front of Stanley, in front of Ash, should I say, Stanley, Luke Compton, like he just mentioned, really come to grips with that. That McLaren now and putting pressure on Stick, I think it is in the blue, the other McLaren, the blue McLaren. So yeah, that battle's definitely heating up. Cameron May.
Crossy, so Josco into pits for that official stop. Crossy's last lap was a 34.7, playing Tom Satherley's 35.2. I wish my bloody... I swear these guys need more tea. What is going on there? Okay. So yeah, 13.6 seconds to margin up the road to Steve Crossland from Tom Satherley. So Crossy just doing an amazing job again. At this rate,
absolutely,
this guy is just setting all the records at the moment.
Well, he grabbed it by the proverbials really early on, J-Man. Pretty well last week actually, and so it's no surprise that he's in form again tonight and just taking it to the boys. You know, like the only one that's really sort of had a bit of a look in. I mean, obviously Satherley in race, but May and Stoneley in the qualifying really sort of had a bit of a look in. But mate, it's the race has panned out unusually. It's been a little bit of up and down, hasn't it?
Oh no, it has, and there's been some big contenders gone out early. I mean, the likes of Jake McKellar, John McDonald,
absolutely.
Jeff Burst. Jeff Burst was running in P2, P3 at the start, working his way back up towards the 10. But man, like Jozzie's in front of him, Pete Epsey's up the road. A fair bit, he's probably got to make 5 odd seconds to try and get in the 10.
Yeah.
And that, and we spoke about this earlier. I got really excited leading into this one tonight, Dave. I think you were trying to contain me at one point just because, I was rolling off numbers about things like, think about it, viewers. There was 28 cars on track, so 18 of those guys don't even get to make the top 10, and man, that's a very real stat. And then the other thing as well is,
it's a big group of cars, isn't it?
Without drop-offs, 8 of those guys weren't going to make the top 20. Should have guys, managed to stay in. So, somebody like Jeff Burst, who's a quality steerer, to not make the 10, I don't know, go figure. But for me, Jake McKellar was a big upset tonight, that the way things played out for him. But I had raps on Tom Satherley because I've seen this guy race before. Crossy, we know what Crossy's capable of when he gets in this mood. And somebody better get him out of it, because otherwise he'll do this all season long.
He will. Give him the right car.
Cameron May, I've got my fingers crossed for now, because this guy has been in this position before. Current podium sitter, and all sorts of disastrous things happen to his internet and his PC. So I'm just hanging for this guy to get a result. Aztec, man, he's always there. He's always there. Crompo, this is a great start to his campaign. P5, and man, this guy's championship material, and he's currently sitting P5, not really making any inroads at the minute. His last lap was down on Aztec.
Yeah, but he's definitely had some pressure on the back of Aztec already, off and on throughout the race. And look, mate, there is still 25 minutes plus to go.
Yeah, 15 minutes of pit window open too, even though everyone's taken it.
So, it's still plenty to watch as we pick up on Stoneley here in 6th position. He's had an up and down race. Really should have been up to pointy end, but all over the place for Stoneley, like you mentioned.
Be interested to know too from our head point scorers and that, the guys that are managing the points in this championship. Obviously we've got the teams formed up. I'd love to see, I'd love to see a manufacturer's statistic. I'm not necessarily going to say championship or official title, but I'd like to see some numbers around the stats, around the make, the mark of car, and certainly the teams. We've gone on tonight about these teams, the likes of Ashley and Aztec and Tom and Jackson, but when I look there, I think the Ashley Aztec car, 4th and 7th. That's a great team.
Yeah, it is. And I'm sure there will be team points. At least for these guys, and it's definitely relevant.
Crossy P1, Pete Epsey P10.
Yeah,
another incredibly strong team. So I don't know. Crompo, where's Nick McIndoe? Where is Slick? Did we lose? Oh no. He's still out there circulating. We haven't mentioned Slick much tonight, but he is out there and currently B21. He's so much better than that as well. So these guys are all using this, especially the 7 that went to Queenstown, probably using this as their shakedown.
Yeah, well, pretty well, J-Man. I was just going to say, look, we haven't seen this car out here in practice over the last week pretty well, so it's inevitable that not all these guys are totally up to speed, and now that's the beauty of a championship, you know, like 8 or 10 rounds is changes throughout the season, and yeah, we're always interested to see how not only the sets evolve throughout the season, but yeah, just like obviously the friendships and the continuity between the drivers really does evolve.
Does Crossy start flashing the lights at Ken Simpson here as he comes up on
No,
P15?
I'd
Crossy
say so.
lapping up to 15 at this point. Do we see some flashing headlights?
Without a doubt.
Kenny will have seen the blue flag as he just came out of the second chicane there, so Crossy probably not quite close enough to put a move on here that he's entitled to, but it won't be far away, and possibly, I'm going to say, down into the final corner. Kenny will probably roll off the front a little early, as he does, and lets him go. Well done, Ken. And Crossy moves on through, so looking down the pack, we've got some gaps. Aztec and apologies, Wick Compton. Those margins are telling lies. Stonley, Ashley, P7, got Nick Davidson hot on his rear quarter. I missed something there. As we just saw a degree as we come down to the final 20 minutes, and it is 20 to 4 in the afternoon, timescale by 3 here at Asrnz GT3 2021 at Oulton Park. That we've just lost a degree of temp out of the ambient and the track. So this is the point of the race over the next 20 minutes, Davo, that we are going to see tyre pressures become a factor, and you know, Crossy with a 35.3 last lap, Tom Satherley with a 34.8. You know, do we start seeing some times drop off? I don't think Crossy's got anything to worry about at 14.5 seconds.
Oh, you wouldn't think so. Looks fairly comfortable in the car and in the race, so I'm sure he's just in cruise control, although it doesn't look like it. He's in cruise control at the moment, so yeah. Similarly, Satherley, I think he really doesn't have any pressure at all, and will just be just circulating and keeping it all clean.
Cross that lap for a 34.7, which is a great lap. I'd be interested to see what Tom's lap was. This one, his last one was a 34.8, so Crossy's responded. Every time anyone does anything, he just responds.
Yeah.
35.5, so well off of what Crossy's running now. Cameron May going through there with a 35.1, so he was actually quicker than the car in front. So maybe over the next 20 minutes that heats up.
Yeah, 35 for 36, should I say, 4 for Aztec, and the list goes on.
I don't think it's done by any stretch inside the 10. I think only he's probably got eyes on Compo, and he was half a second faster, well not quite that last lap, so it'd be interesting to see if Stoneley can put any pressure in the back end of this race on Compo. I don't think he'll make it as far as
Well, it's still nearly 20 minutes to go, and Compo's not that far up the track. So
P20,
it'll be interesting to see.
P20. So just might want to go a 10 second on P20. 10 second on a P20, mate. You might catch that. Might have been done. You got it. Well done, mate. Yep, so that was Brendan Rolfe on Dre. So Dre dropping back to P20.
Yeah, nice work.
But yeah, these guys will. Oh, did I see Farmer? Did I see Steve Wilton on Steve Melling? So this is P13, P14. As we speak, if we can get our British constabulary that point the lenses that way. That'll be wonderful. Because Farmer is busy at work on the back end of an Aston Martin, so French versus the British. Oh no, sorry, Italian. Oh, big under brakes down there. I think Steve actually looked pretty good under brakes down there, Davo.
Yeah, the Aston looks fine under brakes, and I think he's got too much to worry about from Wilton there. Both down the pack, 15 minutes to go.
Down the
So
pack,
they're
eh?
just-
13th and 14th, mate. And
Yeah, just quite. It's down the pack, you know. Like,
Yeah.
So they're just going through the motions, I think, with 15 minutes to go, and just waiting for that mistake. I think J-Man, you know, like it doesn't look like Wilton's putting a hell of a lot of pressure on Steve.
No, I mean he's thereabouts. So I'll just take the minute as we're watching this battle unfold, just to yeah, thank everybody for their attendance. I think all the guys that are viewing, condolences for those of you that did bought the race tonight, but appreciate your support watching the stream. And if you didn't hear earlier on, it was a big congratulations to Asrnz, but probably mostly at this point from my money is Pat, Davo. Davo on his 100th broadcast for Asrnz. And,
Yeah, cheers, mate.
everyone
Cheers,
knows
mate.
what that means to this place. You know, it's been a real nice addition to the Thursday night racing, and man, I dig it. I'm along for the ride, mate. I might be only in my 60s or maybe 70s, but as far as streams, but yeah, certainly I dig it, man. I love coming watching this stuff. I see we've got 7 viewers live on at the moment. We did have 9, so I appreciate the support, boys.
Yeah, definitely,
And,
definitely. And
we see just
yeah.
a little bit of margin stretch out between Steve-O and Farmer there.
Yeah, not a lot though, eh? These guys are just, like I said, flying in formation by the looks of it. Wilton just coming to grips with that car. He has not had a lot of time in the Ferrari, J-Man, and also Steve Melling. He hasn't had a lot of time in that Aston either, being away the last few days. So
yeah, so May almost caught back up to Satherley now. I'm not sure whether there's a late charge coming on from Cam May. Just decided to up the boost on the Porsche. I'm not sure.
yeah,
but,
or is Satherley running low on tyre? Oh,
yeah.
so the interesting little exchange
doing
there
a great
with.
job just getting off online, but it was just an awkward.
It was just awkward timing there, and the boys all involved actually dealt with that really well. But you just never know when it's convenient to do these things.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So
well done,
as
but
far as tyres are concerned, Crossy's still lapping 34 the last time around, and he's just, I think that is the fastest lap of the race, and he's done it with 14 minutes to go. Has Crossy?
pretty impressive, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, actually, no. The best is a 4.2. I'm not sure who did that. What do we know?
We just pick up out of the front of May's car there as he chased down Satherley, as we think Satherley might have just backed off a little bit, where it may be tyres or whatever.
I so want this guy to stay somewhere in this position so we can have a talk to him, Cameron May, because there's been multiple times that he's supposed to have been able to come and have a chat to us, and for whatever reason he hasn't. I don't want to put the curse on him, but
yeah, no, it'd be good to have him up in the box tonight. So
yep.
yeah, he's holding out third nicely. Nice work, Cam.
Oh, so a fair bit of traffic here. So I've just picked the cameras back up on Luke Crompton, who's trying to get around a back marker of Max Hawkins, who's not making it easy for him, and actually just lets him go.
Oh,
And it's a net gain. Oh, he's got Stonley right on his bloody chopper, mate.
yeah, but
Wow.
Stonley, a lot of respect from Stonley. He could have probably done, but there's no space there to take advantage of that gain there.
And this is winding up too with 12 minutes to go,
So
because that's
these boys are nice work there. But Stonley actually looks like he's backed way off, and surely Luke can't stretch that much.
Yeah, I don't know. Like
Stonley's car looks a little bit just washy in the front there.
Yeah, a little nervous, eh? Done a lot of laps here this week, mate. He'll,
Oh yeah.
I think the muscle memory will be clicking into play by now for sure.
Yeah. And I think we've seen it with a few of the drivers, although like not uber obvious, but it's just some guys just sort of go into like remote, just that cruise control, and they just want to bring it home, and I thought Satherley and Crossland had sort of gone into that mode there, but then May got really
Dre
close
into the bloody kitty litter on the final corner.
So yeah, bad luck for Dre there.
What? Okay.
So we're winding down. We're getting down to the 10-minute mark.
Yeah, 40 seconds on the pit window till it closed. Mudgy working over Ashley.
Mudgy working over Ashley, and holding up the game for the what is it? Team Gangster.
Yeah, Team Gangster, the British Bentley.
Good on you, Mudgy. And watch out.
He's got a good run out of there.
Watch out, Ash V there, because
exit drive.
He's got all sorts of pressure coming from the back of that Bentley.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than a nudgy on pace. It's a nudgy that's, I guess, manning a tank. So
look at the size of that thing compared to the McLaren. And now I'm sure you just got that notification as well, J-Man.
Yep, so it's a pit lane closed.
We've got a pit lane closed now, and
can we tell the viewers how many cuts Cameron May has? No. So obviously the viewers have been looking to see if that he has, but no, we don't have that graphic. Sorry, guys. So
who's asking? Cameron May or
Beer Grylls? So I'm not sure if you're privy to the chat, which you're probably not, but the boys are congratulating you on your accolades there, Davo.
Thanks, gents.
But yeah, maybe Beer, I don't know, maybe with that, he was hard up on the back of Tom Satherley, and he's backed off a little bit now. Maybe he's out of cuts, mate. He maybe just can concede for this third position. I'm not sure. He may do.
I'll just leave you on cam there for 2 seconds, Jamie.
Copy that. Yeah, so obviously that's something we haven't spoken about during the stream, but a reality, these guys only get X amount of cuts before race control asks them to do a drive-through, which I'm presuming, Bear Grylls, that's what you got a drive-through for earlier. But he has backed out of it a little bit. The shame that I couldn't change the cameras right now, because the Stonley Crompton Aztec battle for the viewers, and we'll try and get Davo to flip that camera back there as soon as he gets back.
I'm back here, and
heating up. So position 4, 5, and 6, mate, I think is where you need to be right now.
So 4, 5, and 6
4,
is
5, and 6.
the Aztec Luke Cropton Craig Stoneley battle.
Yeah, because with 7 minutes to go,
it is on fire.
they're
We'll go
playing for keeps.
back of Aztec's car. We'll just have a quick sneaky look out of the back of this thing first.
That sounds good. I like that.
And just watch these boys drop into this series of corners here. The little bloody niggly chicane there that they've got at the beginning of the straight, and not quite as annoying as the little niggly chicane they've got at the end of the straight here before they run up the hill. But look how close these boys are.
Oh, as they round up Dre another time. So Dre doing a great job getting out the road as Crompton mounts the curve.
And watch Stoneley here.
Stoneley and runners. He makes
onto the grass. Whoa, J-Man.
That's not where you want to be, Davo. That's a hell of a thing out there.
There we watch Combo.
That's a huge moment.
Oh, that's
I reckon that might make an FHM on the
mate, it's worth it.
at some point in the future.
It's well worthy of it, I tell you.
It's
so,
I guess that's as close as you want to get there like that. But
that is, and it didn't look like he wanted to back out of it either.
So those boys running incredibly wide.
Get back in. Well, I'm just going to get back in Stanley's car here.
Yeah, mate.
And just watch this battle. Crompton is giving it his all. He is. Oh no! Oh no!
He's gone off.
He's gone.
He's going to make the fence. He keeps it off the fence. He makes a kitty litter. Gets back out. No damage done. Who's he subject to? Dre's going to come past. No threat there, positional wise.
Oh.
Okay, so that gets him out of that battle. So that lets put Stoners up in another position. Stoners is up to 5th and chasing Aztec.
And he's going to chase Aztec now with no pressure from Compton. And we have, what, 5.5 minutes to go, J-Man.
Oh my God.
There's the race in this. Yeah,
all right.
This is fantastic stuff. Look, again, J-Man's probably already mentioned. Thanks everybody for joining.
Yeah, 10 viewers live at the minute.
Yeah, so awesome stuff.
Oh, Aaron Enright, Jeff Burst, just travelling through the grass at that same corner we saw Crompo just go off. So that corner has definitely been the pick of the corners as far as incidents tonight. Is the left-hander turn 4, I think it is certainly the hot spot. Not sure what went on down there, but
look out of the front of Wilson's car and the back of Burst's car.
Yeah.
Look at that Bentley.
Yeah, she's pretty. Yeah, mate. I think they'll be scrapping that.
And it looks like the boys have been,
the
projects have been joyriding that thing. Oh,
yeah.
It's Wilson gets 2 wheels off the ground in there.
Does he? Right. And have they got Crossman about to lap them? I think they have. I think Crossy's about to look for headlights at them and come on through.
Right there, isn't he? Look at that.
Farmer gets out of it, doesn't want any part of it.
Yeah. And look, this is a testament to Crossy's performance again.
Yeah, 100%.
J-Man.
What's his margin? What's he got?
I mean, just look at this. Where are these boys racing? They're look at 11th and 12th.
They are 11th and 12th, so he...
No, it's 11th and 12th.
Yeah,
and he's the leader.
He might not lap into the top 10, but he'll be damn close.
Yeah.
As Jeff Burst just getting shown the blue flag.
68 minutes in. Bam. See you later.
So, Crossy
look at Jeffro right to the end. Does not want to yield to it.
No, he's like, man, I haven't had much camera time tonight.
Just get up closer. Just get up closer.
I'll hang around the leader here. Neither is the leader, to be fair.
No, well, that's right, and it's unfortunate for the leaders that run away like this with like the
Jeffro just yields there.
The Josh Vedigers and the like, these boys just really, when they dominate, they totally dominate these races. Just run away from the pack. And
Ash Vediger and Mudgee still going at it, mate.
So yeah, awesome stuff. Go. Look, mate, we have 2.5 minutes to go, and it's on still right to the end. Go, Mudgee.
Oh, Mudgee just grabbing a bit of off-track excursion there.
Aztec in 4th position. Nice work. Cameron May in 3rd in the Porsche.
Go the Porsche.
Stanley 5th. Like these boys
where's Jake McKellar got back to after all that big damage early on? Where is
Mr. McKellar back in 13th.
13th, so just ahead of in between Steve Melling and Steve Oulton. So
they're in between now. Kenny Simpson actually dropped to 15 too, I noticed.
Okay, I don't know what happened there. JB 16th. Where are we at? See, I think attrition now is down to 21. So we've lost about 7 drivers tonight.
Yeah, a few of the boys having a tough day, man.
Yeah. No, the GT3 certainly.
It sorts them out.
The challenge.
It sorts them out, and it is round 1. I mean, seriously, you know, the boys do pick the act up as the series goes on.
Mad respect for any of these boys that hop on these things.
Oh, hell yeah. I've got nothing on these guys. So,
Leader is on the final lap. I don't know if you want to give some credit to the famous Crossy.
We'll get back to the Pig Panther and the famous Crossy. He is in a league of his own at the moment, and well done. Look, we've watched this pink and black car. Yes, this started last week, Jamie.
Yeah, and like, man, he sent a message, and like, I don't want to go on about it too much, but if you want to win a race here at Asrnz at the moment in the GT3s, this is a guy you got to beat, and you got to
start early,
and you've got to do it. You got to do it for as long as he does it. So
that's right. That's right.
I wish Joshy were here, because I know Joshy is really capable of these sort of performances. So hopefully the internet gods come together and sort that out, and then I guess some of these other boys have got a pace that's close but not quite.
No,
so
but then
up your game.
In saying that, J-Man, then there's the Tom Satterleys and the like, which I'm not very familiar with, but geez, he's really just kept in touch all night, mate.
Oh, mate, you know, how long has it been since we had Tom race with us, and he's holding down P2. We are on the final lap. As Crossy is rounding the final corner.
Across the line.
Yep. Beautiful Crossy. Great work. Back to
Satterley.
Tom just coming across the line.
And these boys are running across quick, eh?
Oh, that fast. Cameron May, waiting for this day to happen for Cam. Great work, Cam. Such a dedicated dude, man, to keep coming back and trying when everything seems to go against him internet-wise. Aztec for a solid 4th position.
And he worked hard for it too.
Yep.
So,
Stoners, great recovery for 5th.
Same. He worked hard too.
Crompo for 6th position.
In amongst a bunch of back markers there, Crompo there. Looks like he was like right in the middle of something.
They need to send that thing through a truck wash. It's filthy.
Wasn't it what?
Ashley looks like that thing hasn't seen a racetrack at all. It's so polished. Well done.
It does. You were so right, David.
Mudgee crossing the line. Is he crossing the line with Nick Davidson right behind him?
Davison doing
eighth and
well.
ninth.
The sister car to the leader of the race, Steve Crossland, Pete Apsey.
Yep.
Well done, Peter.
Yep.
Steve Wilton across the line. With a pretty, I don't know, he's not even there yet. So probably a bit of a lackluster performance from Steve. He probably should up his game.
Yeah, so
Jeff
where was
Burse.
that? Jeff Burse, yeah. Jake McCallum back to 13.
Well beaten bloody Bentley, mind you.
Yep. Steve Melling in 14th. Kenny Simpson 15th. John McDonald 16th. Brendan Rolfe 17th. Max 18th. Jozzy 19th. Dre 20th. And then we basically enter our
the
non-finishers,
section.
DNF lads. So Ryan Gilbranson, Aaron Enright, Nick McIndoe. No, Aaron finished. Apologies, Aaron finished 21st. Nick McIndoe, Jackson sat in the pits. Probably didn't do enough laps to be classified. Bear Grylls, Damien Jones, Gunther, Dre. No, not Dre. Sorry, and Troy Wilson. So, yeah, good showing from everybody actually on track. Condolences to the guys that had their issues tonight. Come back next week, come back stronger. Want to see you guys on track in your cars, want to give you some airtime and make for a great series. You know, it's a reasonably long one, so one round loss doesn't mean it's all over. So
definitely not
classes.
Definitely not. And just what an awesome start to the season, guys. Well done, everybody. I think involved.
Well, Tom at the present.
We need to go through the formalities, J-Man.
Yeah, a couple of formalities.
Yes.
So I'm going to grab him down. It's the first time.
Who is he?
His name is Cameron May, and we welcome him to the comms box. Cam, you got your ears on?
Yeah, mate, got them on.
Hey, congratulations.
Well
on the P3,
done,
mate.
Cameron
May.
I've been waiting for this day to get you down in here.
Yeah.
You've been robbed by
it must be the first time you've been in the comms box.
Not since I qualified first at Silverstone that time.
And then had a disco.
Yeah.
So hey, look, the fingers were crossed for a fair portion of that, mate.
Yeah, we were stressing about your connection issues. So.
Yep. So great to see you tick that one off, because I did see the ping up as high as 208 in the practice session, and wondered how that was going to go internet wise. But just a hell of a drive, mate. We did have some of the 10 or 11 viewers watching live asking the question about how many cuts did you have in that one. You must be getting close to being all out, were you, or were you okay?
I wouldn't have a clue. I wasn't looking.
Okay. Oh, you weren't too concerned about that, but it was just a stellar drive, mate. I don't know if you've raced with Tom Satherley before, but if you haven't, now you have. He's clearly about as fast as you at the moment. So
he was very hard to catch.
Yeah. So no, you did a stunning job, and mate, a podium at any time in this community is a freaking good job, mate.
Yeah,
so
in a field like that, mate, you've done well.
Thanks, guys.
Look, we're going to leave you to enjoy it, mate, and you've set the bar pretty high for the Porsches, mate. We hope to see you here again next week.
Yeah, it was a really good car around this track.
Yeah, awesome,
yeah, well,
mate.
Fingers crossed for the next track, because we'd love to see the Porsches rolling around, mate. So yeah, good luck for next week.
Yep, enjoy it, Cam, and enjoy the stream, mate. And we'll talk to you in a bit. But congratulations, I'll leave you to that one.
Cool, thanks heaps, guys.
Awesome.
Thanks, Cam.
Yeah.
User was moved out of your
Okay.
Okay, we've got a couple. Who else have we got here?
Okay, I'm just trying to find our man Tom. Tom Satherley, where are you? There you go. And as we grab him down to the box, he needs no further introduction. Tom Satherley, P2, congratulations, mate.
Hey, Glenn, thanks. Thanks, mate.
Hey, man. Hey, so we've just dragged you down on the comms box here. Obviously, we're still live, but that was an incredible drive, mate. Welcome back.
Thanks. Yeah, it's good to be back. I quite like this game. It's got all the cool sim stuff, like fireworks into the race and tires that you have to maintain and
Oh, you didn't
use.
see the fireworks during the race?
I saw plenty of that.
Yeah, mate. If you missed it, mate, just go and watch the stream back. I'm not sure if you're aware, but yeah, we certainly we commentated and streamed that one live, mate. So that'll be there for your pleasure after post race, either tonight or tomorrow, mate. But man, that was an amazing drive. Plenty of pressure front and back at times, and you just you held your own, man, and looked really good out there. So that was awesome. Crossy clearly a little bit up the road at this point, but I'm sure you boys will work out how to catch him throughout the series.
Yeah, that's the aim. I'll try and catch Crossy and give him something to do.
Yeah, 100%. But hey, look, hey, enjoy the second place that you've achieved tonight, man. That was an absolutely stunning drive, and yeah, we wish you the best at the next track.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Well done, Tom.
All right, so we're just
User was moved out of your
looking
channel.
for the man, cometh the man.
We got one more, I think.
User
Yeah,
was
it's
moved to your
We got-
channel.
we got one
this
more.
guy. It's this guy that he races in a different postcode. This guy, nah, Crossy, well
dude.
done, bro.
Hey.
Yeah, cheers, guys. That was
How
good
was
fun.
that? Meet and drink, was it? Just Sunday drive.
Yeah. Got in there late, did the damage.
We noticed you were fashionably late, and,
Nah, it was
and
yeah,
you
the car
literally
was-
just smashed it out, bro.
The weather gods played a nice little hand to you there. Was that 33.6? Was that the fastest we saw all week?
Wow.
it wasn't it was just off my best. So I pulled out a 33.5, I think,
Okay.
during the week in a quali trim.
On
So
ASRNZ service?
No, on just on a private.
Okay, but
sesh, yeah.
for ASRNZ, that was the fastest time you'd run?
Yep.
Wow, it was very quick, man.
It's
It was
very
very
quick.
quick.
I was happy with that. It's just all clicked, so didn't really get much of a practice in tonight because we had a family thing on. So last
Yep.
minute got in
And-
there
and-
just loaded
And
up.
the guys all squabbled at the start behind you again, which basically made your eyes look forward, and the rest was, I guess, like I said, meat and drink. You were just
No,
too fast.
Business as usual.
I think heading down to that big left, the back left into the
Yeah.
hairpin,
Yep.
yeah. I was heading down there, I had a big smile on my face when I look in the mirror.
Yeah, yeah,
There's
100%.
all sorts going on.
Yeah, no, hey, congratulations. One thing to point out, not many guys, obviously you know Tom, you've raced with Tom before in the past, not some of these guys not familiar with his name, but he was the next best dressed. I'm sure going forward he'll do his level best to try and catch it at some point, mate, but you just keep doing what you're doing, because that's certainly a winning formula, mate.
I think his words that he was looking to keep Crossy busy or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I know Tom well. I was definitely watching him in the mirror. I
I'm
had my
sure you
daughter here
were.
sitting next to me giving me the lap time differences as we were going.
Yeah.
But it wasn't all smooth sailing. I mean, I picked that the track was probably going to cool off a little bit, being late afternoon.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep.
So I actually upped my temperatures a touch. And
Did you change your tyre, did you?
I did a little bit. Yeah, I went up, but it went the wrong
The
way.
pressure. Yep.
Yeah, it didn't.
Okay.
But it didn't affect it too much. I think it was at the start about half second slower initially.
Right. Yep. I wondered tonight, and obviously post-race we'll probably hear a little bit more as we're talking to the guys throughout the week, but certainly didn't know tonight whether changing the tyre was a critical option, because we saw that 16 and 22 just stay there for such a long period of time.
Yeah.
That I don't think changing the tyre was probably as critical as last week, Crossy. We saw the fall off in the temperatures.
Yeah, we did, and it
Bad.
was definitely critical, wasn't it, J-Man?
Yeah, but you just did another stellar job of that, Crossy, and we're going to leave you to enjoy that one, mate, and enjoy the stream back. Typically, I think probably the most footage you got was when you were lapping the field. I think you lapped all the way up to 11th.
Oh, yeah, it's easily 11th or 12th.
But hey, look, there was actually plenty going on behind you, so congratulations on opening your account with a pole and a first position. So you can't do much better than that, mate. And I believe the team car was inside the 10, was it?
Yeah, he came in 10th.
Yep.
He did
Yeah,
great
so,
job.
So nice work on the
probably
team
the
points.
best looking team out there as well at the moment. So congratulations, all going your way at the moment, Crossy.
Yeah, well, let's hope it keeps going. So we're just gonna not looking to obviously dominate like this every. Well, I mean, it'd be nice if we could, but just looking to be consistent, and just be there in the end.
Go out there and give it to
Yep.
them, mate. It's up to them to up their game. So well done, Crossy. We're going to leave it with you. You did a sterling job, mate, and we'll talk to you no doubt next week.
No doubt.
Another good track I like.
Okay, where was it? We should know, but
Imola.
Imola. Okay,
Oh,
Yeah.
look, it'll be spectacular. You'll be
awesome, bro.
Good stuff. Hey, cheers, guys.
Okay,
Catch
Crossy.
you next week.
See you, mate.
guys. Talk to you
User
next
was
week.
moved out of your
Hey,
channel.
there you go. I guess so. This time next week, I guess we're going to have some graphics in relation to points and all sorts of things flashy.
We will, and we may have some obviously team points up for you, the viewers, to peruse. But yeah, it's
So how was that anyway, mate? Well, compared
look,
to the
fantastic,
first, compared to the
fantastic.
first, how was the 100th broadcast compared to the first?
I was still nervous,
Right,
but
that's good.
I did, not quite as nervous. So yeah, awesome, mate. It's been a bloody journey, and it's been fantastic. And
Well, it's been bloody cool to be along the ride for, a good 60 or 70 of them, whatever it is, mate. It's been a bloody pleasure. So
more than not, and yeah, like I said, without you, it wouldn't have even started. So it's a good thing, and yeah, all kudos to Asrnz for keeping us on, and
yeah,
look,
and how good do they
just
look? 28 sign-ups tonight, mate. They are looking solid.
massive night tonight. Thanks to SJS for the
Yeah, Superior Joint Sealing, thanks to them, and
yeah,
Zero Vision Motorsport.
Zero Vision Motorsport, and yeah, we'll be back next week, I think, for round 2.
Sounds good. Have we got an exit video there, Davo, so I can go and get a drink?
There's always an exit.
I'm
Okay.
exiting. See you guys.
See you, boys.